Hello, my beautiful sisters and brothers. Rebuilding identity beyond pain and fear is not a single moment of breakthrough. It is a sequence of small, intentional shifts that slowly reintroduce ourselves to the woman that God has designed us to be. Identity shapes perception and determines how you and I interpret every experience. From there, we come to understand our calling, which is the expression of that perception. It is the way that the inner view of ourselves in the world is expressed in our action, ultimately giving way to understanding purpose, meaning the measurable distance between those actions we make in the world. We need to understand how important it is not to have a distorted sense of self, which produces a skewed sense of calling. When we misunderstand who we are, we tend to read God's invitations through a fogged lens of doubt and fear. That misreading leads us to pursue roles we were never meant to travel. You know, Misreading our calling undermines clarity, faithfulness, and even obedience. But if we act on those misunderstandings of our identity and calling, our choices even become reactive rather than rooted. The result? Confusion without responsibility, obedience, and even poor stewardship. Yes, it is true that the mind is the first battlefield for our identity. Before assignments, relationships, or even influence, the enemy seeks to unsettle our self understanding, self awareness, who we are. Undermine the root, and the branches will wobble. Knowing your identity exposes your rightful assignment and ends misplaced striving. When you recognize whose you are and who you are in God, you stop trying to fit into places you were never meant to be a part of. It's like forcing a circle in a square peg. You want validation? Look for it in Christ. Because apart from Him, we begin to operate from authority rather than approval. A settled identity settles our calling, and our calling leads us to purpose, and our purpose yields an important impact in the world. Identity provides foundation. True calling gives direction. Yes, and purpose produces the fruit that others see and want to be experienced in their own lives. Identity is not discovered anew, but reclaimed from who God has already declared you and I are. We are not inventing ourselves, but we are returning to the original identity God assigned. Healing is the process of remembering and living in that truth. So join me in a private community called Sisters Establishing Grace. Connect there, and we'll be working with you, through you, so that you can solidify yourself in who God has called you to be. Until next time, hope to see you online. God bless. Peace.